What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you already know. Yes, I'm about to get it in. But before I get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that the gun is kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. Thank you guys. I'm very humbled by your support. Always, right? So are you fucking ready, brother? What you gonna do when you run out of coffee and you're on your way to the shoe? I'm going to tell you right now, bro, that's not a good look, especially for a white man. If you have no coffee in prison, toma. That's just, hey, although we've come that's the end of the road for a white man. No coffee in prison, brother. I can't stand Mexicans. They always got coffee, brother. Damn right. The hustle is real. Look, you'll never see a white man in prison without a fucking cup full of coffee. That's just real talk, real life. You know what I mean? And then if their lights are on across in the distance on the tier, meth.
Them was doing meth, brother.
Well, that's just what it is. Anyways, man, I wanted to tell you, welcome back to another Superwood, man. Roach. This is definitely a crazy story, right? This is a story Roach told me that I believe to be true because I seen the receipts, man. I know it was true. I actually went to the funeral, so it was true, man. It was crazy because this was my first time being around on the outside, someone doing a pegada on the inside, and then it affecting the outside, and then the outside affecting the inside. So let's speaking of inside outside, that's like a Wes Watson video, inside. Anyways, so Roach, I was chilling with Roach, man. This is like when we're really in the mix, when we're really making money together, we're really chilling. And we were getting along at this time. So Roach gives me a call. He's like, hey, brother, what are you doing? I said, fuck, sitting here watching The Price is Right, but The Price is Wrong every time I can't get it. Well, fuck all that, brother. Fuck Bob Barker, NPIA. Why don't you get over to my house, brother? We're cooking shrimp on the Barbie. I said, what's shrimp on the Barbie? I don't know. It's made by Ken. Just come over here, right? So that's a white thing, too. Shrimp on the Barbie. It's like the shrimp on the stick or whatever. Anyway, so we go to his house, they're barbecuing, and have you ever seen a white man overcook shrimp? Well, I did this day. Shit tasted like a fucking flat tire. Rubbery as a motherfucker. He's like, brother, try one of them shrimps right there, brother. Come on, man. A black man didn't make it. This is white man shrimp. It was like chewing Hubba Bubba bubble gum. It was like chewing hard ass bazooka bubble gum. It was like chewing those fucking bubble gums you get in Tops, packs of Tops cards. Everyone hoping that they got the Mark McGuire card, but you never got it. I know. Rough times. So anyways, I'm sitting there chewing on the shrimp on the Barbie, right? And he's like, yeah, bro, that's some good. Yeah, so what you got to do is you got to chew the shrimp, get all the flavor, and then just spit it out. It's like beef jerky, brother. You know what I mean? But it's good. It's actually good that way. No, it's actually overcooked that way. But whatever. So we're over there chilling, man. Dwarfwood's there, Hurley, Ricky's there. We're all chilling. Whooping. I don't want a shrimp on the Barbie. It tastes like that one time the cockroach got into my mouth and I chewed it. Yeah, it tastes like that. So we're all chilling, and he starts telling us a story. And the story he tells us, right, is about a son, an illegitimate son that he has that lives way out in the middle of Alabama somewhere. Now, he has a sister that lives out there. I've told you guys the story about his nephew. I can't say the word, man. It's the N word with the W. Okay, that's what he was, right? He came over all gangstered out, and he was like half Nazi, half Ice Cube. I don't know what he was, right? Today was a good day, brother, right? He was just a different character. But so he had, when he used to go out there, when Roach used to go out there, he had an old lady. He met one of his sister's homegirls, and they had a baby. Now, this is way before he had his other 5 black kids. You know, I say that loosely. So he had an older son that he had never really talked about. So this was news to me. And he was like, yeah, my son's over there doing time in the system. He's fucking shit up, brother. I'm proud of him, brother. I said, proud that he's fucking in there on some straight white supremacy shit. Brother, who said it? Did I say he was a white supremacist? He is, but I didn't say it. So you just judge, brother. That's your problem. You Mexicans, USAs, you judge. Well, all right, my bad. NA. You guys judge. You're prejudged. Nothing's predetermined. This ain't the fucking WWE, brother, right? All right, cool. Whatever, right? Anyways, I'm fucking proud of him, brother. You ever saw that show, Oz? I feel like Schillinger. Yeah, brother, when he had his 2 sons and they were both fucking stupid asses. That's how I feel about my son. Not saying he's a stupid ass, but he's in there fucking it up doing stupid ass shit. I'm like, all right, that's cool. You're proud of him. So anyways, he tells us all about how his son was in there, man. He got into it with the black dude. The black dude tried to run up in his cell, do something harsh to him, right? Do something diddy-ish to him, and how he fucking stabbed that dude and he picked up an 8-year term and this, and that. And his son ain't going out like that. Howbeit fucking a black man ever go in his cornholio, man. You know, hey, the white man should have it first. And I'm like, I'm shocked, right? Like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? It must be the coffee or the dough or the shrimp on the Barbie. So as we're talking, Ricky's fucking mesmerized. What him your son? He sounds like a gangster. Is he a Southsider? Because if he is, and he's like, no, brother, he's a good old wood. So it's months later after he tells us the story about his son doing a pegada on a black guy, which I don't believe, to tell you the truth, because of the way he said it. Like the story kept switching. Yeah, brother, that dude ran up in his cell and tried with just hard dick and bubble gum and was like, here, chew this, right? And my son just got to sticking and stabbing. Later on, they were on their way to the shower, and they were in there for a long time. And the woods got suspended. There was just a lot of different stories. And at the end of each story, man, the black man got stabbed. I didn't believe it, right? Especially when his wife pulled up, which his mom flipped out. I don't want that bitch here. You're embarrassing. She's screaming, right? And the chick's like, get the fuck in the car, Roach, right? And he's like, listen here, bro. I gotta go. Anyways, man, hey, so it was the Mexican dude that he stabbed. I was like, I thought it was a black dude the whole time, right? Well, I can't say that around my old lady. She'll beat my ass. Anyways, so it's months later, and his son comes to stay with them. And the first time I seen this dude, I pull up, right? And this fool was super Nazi dot, straight Elon Musk style, right? This vato, he looked at me like he wanted to pierce my heart, right? I was a little afraid. I'm going to be honest with you. That vato had a stare. He looked like a mix between Hulk Hogan and Zeus. Like he was big and cockeyed, but like talked like Hogan. What you gonna do, brother? I said, I'm not going to do shit. In fact, I'm going to pick up this little 8-ball and get to pushing because you guys are wild over here. And Roach is all proud father. Hey, I want you to meet this is my homie. He's a Norteño. Don't hold that against him. This is my son, Jeremy. So I'm like, what's up, Jeremy? He was like, it's Jeremy with the G, like Germany. I said, oh, Alemania. That's right. What do you mean, bro? I ain't no fucking Alemania. No, I'll get all up on you. I'm like, nah, I'm cool with all that. But nice to meet you. So we end up being cool. He was a cool dude, right? Well, he ends up fucking with this chick. And this chick is she's on a Sikh one. I remember first meeting that chick, I was like, hey, what's up? How you doing, right?
She was like, can I suck your dick?
I was like, oh, shit. She was like, got meth? I was like, oh, shit. She was just wild. Just a wild chick. But he loved her, right? He fell in love with her. Next thing you know, this fool is hitting licks. He's doing anything he can to support their habit. They got on the black real bad, man. And it was crazy because usually when I'm around woods, they're on the white, brother. You know, if they're on anything, usually they're on to borrow $10, right? But this guy got on the black heavy. And anyone that's ever been involved in that lifestyle, and I know because I have my Theo and my Tia that were involved in that lifestyle pretty heavy, it takes a lot of money to support that habit. They got to get welly to welly, they say, all day and all night, man. You could ask Pepe about that. That's why he's always begging for, yeah, well, I need a little limo to get it. Primo, you know, give me a balloon. They say, give me a balloon. The little kids here, you want a balloon? Not that kind of balloon. They say, you want heroin, right? So he's different. So anyways, his son gets heavy into the mix, and Roach is all disappointed. One day I pull up to his pad. He's like, brother, I haven't seen Jeremy with the G for like 2 weeks. I don't even know if he went back. We got in a big old argument over that bitch. I told him, hey, you need to get away from that white woman. That Featherwood right there, she's just different. You know, plus she doesn't even suck good cock. And I'm just being honest. I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy, right? So anyways, him and his son got in an argument. He disappears. Well, he ends up in the county jail. And he's looking at like 3 or 4 years, man. He got some residential burglaries, some GTAs, Grand Theft Autos, like knick-knack, paddywhack shit, but he's still going to prison now. He's never been in the state of California. So Roach is going to visit him, right? Talking about, listen here, brother. I'm going to tell you right now, brother. When you get in there, you got to run with the homies, brother. The Southsiders and the Woods. Whatever the Southsiders say, just do it. Whatever the Woods say, you better have already done it, right? And so he's glazing up, giving him a clutch shot, whatever. And so he's kind of, it's funny because he'll go in there and then he'll go to his old lady, I told him don't affiliate or associate with brothers, black guys, or none of that because we're Woods and we stick to our own race. Hey, honey, this is some good cornbread. She's like, you know it is, child. Right? So that motherfucker, he was just all mixed up. But whatever, man. As long as he was high, he was happy. And so he's all conflicted. Damn, my son, brother, that's like my real son. Now he had to explain to his wife that he had an illegitimate son, a bastard, I guess is what you call him, a son out of wedlock, and which was crazy because he wasn't married to the black chick either. So all those kids were out of wedlock. But according to her, she was real religious and real crazy, and she went off on him, beat the shit out of him for it. He's like, brother, I got a white eye. I said, no, it's a black eye. No, I'm a white man. It's a white eye. Don't get it fucked up, brother. What you gonna do when your old lady's black? She hits you, you're gonna say it's a white eye. She likes it that way, right? So she put hands and fingertips and toenails on him, but eventually they got over it. And she accepted his son, even though he hated every fucking curl on her head. Just was what it was. She'd be, hey, I'd be there. And he'd come in and he'd be like, it fucking stinks in here. Like just being racist as fuck. She'd be like, do you want some of this? He'd be like, never, sister. Right? He was a trip. So anyways, fool's locked up. He ends up going to prison. Goes to Tracy, does his thing in reception, man, kicks it with the Woods. At that time, the Woods and the Norteños were going at it a little something. So he's writing home telling his dad, because he's on lockdown, telling his dad, yeah, the Norteños. His dad's looking at me cockeyed. Brother, what's up with your peoples, brother? Right a wheeler, right a wheeler. I'm like, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. That's you motherfuckers. You guys be tripping on the Norteños. So I'm backing the homies. He's back in the Woods. He's like, no, brothers, you fucking Mexicans. You guys think you guys sneak over. All of a sudden, I'm a Norteño, and now you guys run shit. Well, listen here, brother. We don't give a fuck. We're putting a strike on you motherfuckers. We're taking one year's win, and we're not even eating Taco Tuesday anymore. Mom, Salisbury steak. Right, he's tripping. And so anyways, what happens is his son, unfortunately, right, goes to high desert prison. Now, high desert prison was kind of new at this time. And anyone who's ever been to high desert prison, it's a level 4. They'll tell you it's one of the most dangerous prisons in the state of California, plain and simple, period. In fact, there was a rumor that went around a long time ago that, especially on the northern side, that if you didn't poke someone 100 times in a pegada, people were going to look at you funny. Like, I've met dudes that were in high desert. Luckily, I never went to high desert. My brother did time in high desert. My primo just caught a body up out of high desert a while back. I'm not going to tell you his name, but that's a fucking fact, right? He's an active Norteño. Like, it's high desert. It's killers. It's hopelessness, desolation, killers, and everyone is about that program. You know, there's anyone that's been there will tell you, man, it's not the place you want to go. It's called high drama, and it's facts. But for Woods, you know, just like any other group, man, they're notorious. They're going to get off. You know, that's why I hate when people are like, oh, this, oh, that about the Woods, brother. The Woods will fucking take your wind, brother, and then put it in foil and smoke it, right? And blow clouds out your wind. They're different. And so there's a lot of coffee drinking going on in that yard, a lot of skinheads. So anyways, he goes in, fits right in. But of course, because he's from out of state, because he's a youngster, because he's telling all these crazy stories about his dad, who's not really known in the system like he says he is. Brother, all you got to do is use my name. Everybody knows me. He's like, yeah, my dad's Roach. They're like, who? No, we don't fucking know him, brother. Right? He's like, no, bro, you don't understand. There's a whole lot of Hulk Hogan voices going on here. Just decipher. Hey, wade through the water. I'm wading through the water. You know what I mean? Anyways, he goes in there talking about my dad's this, my dad's that. Come to find out his dad's a J-Cat. Like I already know, man. He's a down wood, man, but he's a mecca like a high mecca hiney ho wood, right? You know, sometimes he's hiney, sometimes he's ho. It just depends on the mood you catch him in, how good the dope is, and how much shelf life it had. If it's not good dope, then he's probably not going to be too much of a gangster. But if it's real good dope, he's going to go, once he shoots it, and brother, I'll kill everybody. Yeah, there we go. Roach is a gangster again. Rest in peace. No disrespect. So his son goes on the yard, and what happens is, again, there's northern and wood conflict, which is the case in a lot of places. You know, everyone expects it's Norteños versus Southsiders all the time. It doesn't happen. It very fucking rarely happens. Most of the time, it's Southsiders and Woods, North and Woods, or North and Blacks, or Southsiders and Blacks, to be totally truthfully honest, right? So anyways, the Northerners are going at it with the Woods, and they're on site. Everyone's on site with each other. They're getting off where they're mad at. And he decides that he's going to participate in the shenanigans because he's told to. And he's going to defend his people. Now, he's a good old Wood from the state of Ohio or Alabama. I forget where exactly they're from. Idaho or some shit. They're further. Arkansas is where they're from. So he's going to fucking participate. And so he's going to body someone. Okay, so a melee happens, and unfortunately, he gets hit pretty good, right? He's trying to hit someone. The Northerner takes the knife from him and rips him a new asshole, right? something Wes Watson could be proud of. And unfortunately, man, this is where it gets serious. You know, he gets hit several times and he's in the hospital for like a year. They take him to an outside hospital. He's in rehabilitation. He's coming back and he catches a cold, a common cold, and it goes into pneumonia. And the Vato fucking passed, right? And man, I'm going to tell you right now, Roach hated me for almost a year. He blamed me for every bit of that. I remember I was right at his pad when he got the phone call. So he already knew that his son, you know, the big guy had happened like a year prior. Like I said, he was in a fucking rehabilitation thing. And so his mom used to go visit him all the time. I'm going to visit my fucking grandson, right? I love his white skin. So she'd go visit him all the time, take him a bologna and tuna sandwiches and whatever. She's probably the reason he fucking passed, to be honest with you. That fucked up food she cooked. But anyways, she would go visit him, give fucking because Roach could visit him in the county, which was crazy, but couldn't visit him in prison because he was an ex-convict. I don't know how he got the county shit passed. But anyways, his mom had went to go visit him and she called Roach. And I was at Roach's pad, man. We were just chilling, drinking. And she called him, she was crying and she was like, yeah, your son passed away today. And man, look, I never wish it upon anyone for your children to pass before you because he was devastated. Even though it was the first time his son living with him ever, and he never visited him ever, right? This Vato had like, it looked like he lost his favorite, like a dog. Like, you know, when you have an animal, a pet, and you lose him and you're devastated. It was like he lost his quarter ounce of dope and he just couldn't find it. And he was all miserable. Brother, I'm about to get high, right? He had that sad puppy dog look in his face. And I was like, what's up, Roach? It's good, Wood, right? He was like, brother, my son passed. He passed away today, brother. I need to get high. You got any dope? I said, no, you're the dope, man. Well, brother, right now, I don't care if it's black dope or Mexican dope. Whatever kind of dope it is. Well, not necessarily not Mexicans because you guys cut it too much. But if you can go get me something, brother, I really need it. So I made a couple moves, hit a couple spots, right? Came back with a little something. And I was like, damn, bro. And he's telling me that his son passed. He ended up catching pneumonia. Now I had an uncle, man. He died the same exact way. He got shot. I've told the story of Uncle Mark, man. He got shot in the back of the neck, point blank range with a 22. And he ended up, he was paraplegic. He got paralyzed from the neck down, man. And slowly but surely, he was starting to get his feeling back. Everything was good. And then he caught pneumonia. And because he had one lung that was blown out, boom. So it was kind of the same story, man. When the dude had hit him, the northern hit him, he hit his lung, blew his shit out. They were able to pump it back up or however they did it, but stop the internal bleeding. But he ended up passing away later on. And it was fucked up because they had a funeral. They let his body come out. His grandma was able to take his body. She had to go through all kinds of shit because he was still in prison. They wanted to make sure it was wild, man. It took about a whole week just to get all the paperwork done. And we had a funeral, and man, it looked like a biker rally. There was one black chick, and all the woods were looking at her like, who the fuck are you related to? Roach was like, look, babe, don't talk to me. He saw all his kids, you little fuckers, don't say nothing to me. Dwarfwood and Hurley, they knew. They used to play it off. He's not with a black woman. He's not with a black. Yeah, he is. You know what I mean? Why she's with him is the real question. I don't get what she gets out of him. You know, according to my tia, his weenie was big, but it was skinny. I don't know, right? I'm just saying. I'm giving you guys the facts here. Or, you know, my tia's like, that motherfucker right there, his weenie is about this long, mijo. Skinny as a number 2 pencil. That son of a bitch, I'm telling you right now. When he hit it, it would hit right here. It would hit right here. It would hit right here, but it was like someone was putting like a rod, just a thin rod. So I didn't start feeling it till it hit like right here in the middle of my fucking breasts. I'm like, oh shit, you're too descriptive. Anyways, man, it was a cold funeral. Like I said, hey, Roach said, he said, yeah, you know, my son, I always loved him. Didn't know him, always loved him. Love him even more now because he died in the heat of battle. You know what I mean? The true story is he was sticking the shit out of that essay. I said, Ene, whatever, Mexican. I don't even know why you guys are here. You're the enemy right now, right? After that, Roach like went crazy on me. He didn't talk to me for a very long time. He blamed all Norteños, talking about, if I see a Norteño, I'm going to whack him. No, you're not. Stay away, please, right? And that's what happened. We ended up being cool again, man. But I seen a father's distraught, you know, and it was cold-blooded. Like I said, the dude was cool. He was a little mixed up. Every ethnicity, every different group has their ways of thinking. And, you know, he didn't have a father, man. He came from an area where he was laced up a different way. Like I said, he never had no interaction that was really bad with me other than, brother, how's it feel to be Mexican? I don't know. How does it feel to be fucking white? Feels great, brother. Well, strike that, reverse it. That's how it feels, Willy Wonka. Anyways, with that being said, true stories, man. Roach was high for a long time. That about to went on a mission for a long time, man. I used to call his mom. What are you doing? Calling my phone, you son of a bitch. I said, damn, you've been hanging around my dad too much. Yeah. She's cool. She's cool. Yeah, she hooked me up with him. He was a white man, but he spoke Spanish. Does that count? Yeah. Well, whatever the fuck. He had a big old dick. They were crazy. But I used to call her and check up on Roach. She said, yeah, he's just sitting in the garage working on his motorcycles high as hell. And that was it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the Superboy. A little bit different, man. True stories, all facts, man. Thank you. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, strive for what I truly believe in. And that's coffee, brother. And the betterment of all people, man. We're all the same. We just don't look the same.